That is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. I'm a huge fan of it. Rey Skywalker, one of the best characters, bro.
Dude, I'm just gonna be honest. I really wish Rey would just accept that she's a Palpatine.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth! Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello!
And welcome to the 1313 podcast. I'm Jacob.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm Tommy.
And welcome back to all you Regs and to all you Shinies. Welcome to the podcast. This is the podcast. A couple things before we start. One, make sure that you're in that Discord, having tons of fun Star Wars conversations in that Discord every day, all day, every day of the week. If you like Star Wars, if you like talking with other people that are nice, friendly, and amazing people, make sure that you're subscribed. And if you want to be even cooler, make sure that you're subscribed to the 1313 Podcast YouTube channel, because at 500 subscribers, we will be giving away this Bad Batch Rex figure from the Black Series. This figure will be given away at 500 subscribers. So, for your chance to win it, make sure that you're subscribed. And don't unsubscribe, or you're not going to win it.
That's facts.
And that is all.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, everybody. We're very happy to have you back. Make sure you smash that like button with your forehead. And ring the bell.
Ring that bell icon.
Ring that freaky deaky bell.
So, to get us started.
All right, let me hit y'all with this real quick.
Would you
I
rather?
chose the stuff for this week. So here's my first question for the week. Would you rather...
Go ahead, Jackson.
Didn't laugh. If you were a civilian in the Star Wars universe, just a fella living their everyday life, not a main character, not nothing, would you willingly choose to side with the Empire or the Rebellion?
I feel like there's two...
I'm sorry, bro. This water bottle is so comically thin. Like, I don't...
Check out the lightsaber
hang on,
water
the cap
bottle,
isn't on
bro.
all the way,
The
bro.
lightsaber water... What?
Dude,
It's so small.
Alright, whatever.
Okay, I feel like there's two deciding factors that really play into this question.
Sure.
The first question is, what planet am I living on? Because if I'm
You
in
can
the
choose.
if I'm in
I'll
the
let you
outer
choose.
rim, or if I'm further away, I'm probably gonna hate the Empire because they're oppressing me. Like if I'm on the Thal, but if I'm on Coruscant, everything's hunky dory and it's okay.
But I mean, just like with the knowledge that you have in general, though, of Star Wars, if you had to be civilian, knowing what would happen, probably, what would you do?
Alright, so I just
Well, if I
know-
knew what was gonna happen, I'd obviously choose the Rebels. But if I'm being serious, if it's the war's just beginning and everything, I'm joining the Empire only because they're probably offering a 401k. Let's be honest. They probably got that retirement plan, the benefits. Join the Imperial Army, and you get a stipend. You get this. You get a pension. You'd be like, okay, I could do that. Where the Rebels are like, well, you're running for your life half the time. You wear the same clothes every day. We have one washer, one dryer, and 2 Tide Pods. So I feel like the Empire would be, although you're probably going to die in the end.
Tommy, who we repping?
I'm gonna keep it completely real with you.
Alright.
I know I would be so pro-Republic. Then when the Republic just became the Empire, I would just be like, guess I'm just so pro-Empire now.
Facts.
I would like to
Facts.
think that I'd, be a good guy and fight for the rebellion. But it's like, nah. If I was super pro-Republic in the Star Wars galaxy, and then all of a sudden Palpatine, like, because I know I would be like pro-Palpatine too.
Mm-hmm.
He would be like, oh, like, you know, the First Galactic Empire!
Yeah.
You're gonna
And then
accept it.
Padme would be like, so
Still
this is how
think
Liberty
the Regs are
dies.
programmed.
Padme would be like, so this is how Liberty dies. And I'd be like, yeah, I guess it's not, because
You
woohoo!
get that 401k?
That's facts.
So
I would totally agree with y'all. I'd join the Empire. That would be a lot more fun. As a kid, growing up watching, really focusing on the original trilogy, I always thought stormtroopers were the coolest. I thought AT-AT pilots were like the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be like, yeah, put me in an AT-AT. Let me drive around, shoot some rebels on Hoth.
Jake said, let me get them, fellas.
Let me
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
with the big lasers and miss half the time. I want everything we have to fire on that man.
More! More!
So, anyway.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to sum that up.
Yeah.
Empire all the way.
That's
Yeah.
facts, that's facts.
Plus, they got cool armor. Anyway, Star Wars news. there isn't any Star Wars news.
There's not really any new news
Nope.
this week.
But if you do want a fresh slate of content, Moon Knight has come out today on Disney Plus. If you're interested in Marvel or Marvel properties, give it a watch.
Today, but it's
Wednesday
when
as
this comes
of
out.
recording this. I am a huge fan of it so far. I like Moon Knight as a character, and I think you will too. Oscar Isaac, our good old Poe Dameron, is playing the main character, so give it a watch. And that's all I got on that. So, if you've been following on the Black Series side of the internet, Tommy, stop. Nobody wants to hear you
Stop.
chewing ice. If you've been on the internet, especially on the Black Series side of the internet, specifically on Lukenessmonster side of the internet,
If you're living in a hole and you haven't seen,
Lukenessmonster has been running a March Madness bracket on his Instagram and
It just
YouTube.
concluded.
It just concluded.
yes.
And who ended up winning?
Who do you think?
Who do you think
the
ended
B-
up winning?
Oh,
knowing
fives?
Our
Yes.
Trooper Fives.
Our
Yeah.
Trooper Fives
So-
ended up winning.
Rigged! Rigged!
Stop the count! Stop the count!
But every day he gave a new bracket just to see who would end up winning it all. So today, we thought it'd be pretty fun if we just went through the bracket as he has on his Instagram and went through the figure mashups and stated who we rather would see win these matchups.
Because I'm gonna be honest, there was a couple of these matchups that people were like really like for one thing on these YouTube polls, and I was in the minority voting against it because I was like, honestly, boss, don't really care for that one.
All right, let's be real.
All
I have it pulled up. So first and foremost,
I
so
was gonna say if you go to his, he has the
Yeah.
entire. Oh, okay. You're just gonna go.
first
to the-
and foremost, we got Super Battle Droid
Okay.
versus Biggs Darklighter. I think for me, this is obvious.
Yep.
And my theme for this in almost every case is going to be I'm picking the new sculpt over reuse because Hasbro is more apt to use reuse. And in my opinion, I'd be doing this based on figures that I would want Hasbro to put on priority lists.
Yep.
Yes.
I agree.
So I say Super Battle Droid.
I would say Big. No, I'm saying
no,
super,
Biggs is a figure I don't care about.
super Battle Droid all the way.
Yeah, I know, Jackson, you think the same.
Mm.
Now, the next one is really difficult for me because it's either Droidica or Season 3 and 4 Ezra Bridger.
Mhm.
Now,
This is
I think that the more I think about it, I would want a Droidica
Mhm.
because it would be a deluxe release.
Mhm.
You would have hopefully you'd have the bubble shield.
Yeah, kind of
You
like how
get-
Jar Jar Eyes is clear.
Yeah.
Booba Shield.
Misa don't have a boomer.
The part that really sucks for me though is I want to see a new Ezra figure so bad, but then I feel like if they had to do an Ezra, it would basically
It's gonna be the same thing as that figure,
Yeah,
and here's the thing: I really don't like the face on the figure.
I don't like the
Here-
Ezra figure at all.
Here is my stance on, especially the Rebels figures. I know that the Black Series tries to do everything realistic, but I want to see cartoon faces. I've seen those customs that people have done for Ezra online where they do a 3D print of his face and they do it the comic style, and it looks so good as a figure. It looks so good. I know Black Series isn't going to do it now, and for some figures it actually works out. Like Kanan doesn't look too bad. I rather have the realistic Thrawn than the Rebels looking Thrawn.
Hera looks fine.
Hera looks good. Sabine does not look good.
No, she can't stand two half the time for me.
Another figure that Jackson can't stand.
Jackson can't stand.
Shut
But,
up.
No, it's like, because with Marvel Legends, when they did the What If series, they did those in the cartoon style.
Mhm.
So I'm like, why not do that with the Black Series? Sometimes do a cartoon style of the property. I don't know. I just think it would look good. But yeah, all the way I'm going Droidica on this vote. All the way.
Yeah, Droidica, what do you say?
In the end, I'm gonna go Droidica.
Yeah.
It's a new figure I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Now the next one. Savage Opress versus Nine Nub.
This does not need any debate.
This
I
is
think
no
we
debate.
all know the answer.
Savage.
It's
Opress.
Savage
Yeah.
Opress. How big would he be though? I think he should be like Wrecker size.
Wrecker size. Have you seen him compared to Maul, dude?
Yeah.
He's huge.
He should be Wrecker size.
This is not a fun one.
So now we have ARC Trooper 5s versus Season 3 and 4 Kanan.
This is an easy
Now
one.
for me,
This is an easy one.
I'd rather have them do Kanan.
Yes.
I'm just come out and say.
I want, because keep in mind, we're doing this on figures that we want a priority creation of. So
We already have several ARC troopers.
we have several ARC troopers, and we also know Fives is going to be down the line at this point. Like, they have the mold. It would be so easy just to repaint the mold. It's probably going to come out next year or the year after. It's inevitably going to come out because it is a named trooper that people love. So it's going to come out. Kanan, on the other hand, Blind Kanan, we don't know if we're ever going to get that figure. Because the Rebels line has come and gone, and it doesn't look like they're going to revisit it. Zeb might have been the last one that we're going to get out of it. I don't think they're going to do Agent Callus. I don't think they're going to do Governor Price. I don't think they're going to do any of those characters. So I feel like if I were to do this as a vote for what I actually want, I want Blind Kanan.
I'm going to vote Kanan as well. And I only say that from the same standpoint that you guys have. We are already going to get Jesse in the Black Series, so they will do 5s eventually. Like, it's a given. You did the ARC Trooper 3-pack for TVC, and if it's done in TVC, it will eventually be done in the Black Series. So I look at that as seeing, okay, we'll get 5s. It's just going to be a couple years. We might not get Rebels again, like what you guys said.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as well, it follows my theme of, like, reuse versus new sculpt. Yep. At least with Kanan, you get a new head sculpt. With this 5s, it's just a complete redo of the figure.
Basically Echo.
Oh my goodness. But, and keep in mind, we are going through the bracket as each matchup won. So even though, like, for us, we wouldn't have picked 5s, 5s ultimately wins. So we're just going to go through each matchup that way. Mm-hmm. Next up, Clone Commando Gregor versus Cad Bane from the Book of Boba Fett.
I feel like this is a tough one for me because it's like I like how Cad Bane looks in the Book of Boba Fett a lot. I liked his appearance, but then there's Boss, which is a cool figure, but I know it's just going to be a repaint of the Commandos that we have, and I know because of all those tick marks and all those tick marks and all that weathering on him, they're going to be like, this is a deluxe figure for the paint apps just because of the painting that they have to do on the helmet. And then they're going to charge us extra for it.
I would go with Gregor. I'd go with Gregor solely on the fact we already have 2 Cad Banes in the Black Series, and I'd rather have a new character in this case than Cad Bane.
Yeah. No, I agree. We will get this Mando the Book of Boba representation of Cad Bane if we're already going to get the Bad Batch one. We might not get Gregor just because he was in season 5?
3 or 4, I want to say.
No, you're right. Mm-hmm. He was in an earlier season of the Clone Wars, so therefore he's an irrelevant character. We might get a Bad Batch interpretation of him, but not the original Clone Wars look of him.
Mm-hmm. Fact. Now, next. Clone Commander Gray from the Bad Batch, or the 41st Elite Corps Clone Trooper from Revenge of the Sith.
Easy money, bro.
I say 41st Elite Corps just because it's completely new sculpt.
I'm saying 41st Elite Corps because I had the 3-inch figure of him growing up, and it was my favorite figure I had. I played with him in the backyard all the time until I lost, because his helmet would come up, the shield would.
Oh, really?
I actually have him over here, somewhere in the fray. Let me see if I can find while I discuss my points. But no, he was one of my favorite figures growing up. I liked his posability, the playability with him, and it was my favorite. I thought he looked really cool. So I'm going with him all the way.
I really like Commander Gray because I like the Commanders, but I'm going to go with the Elite Corps in the end. I guess it's a unique Clone Trooper Legion we don't have besides Gree. And I agree with Jacob. Watching Revenge of the Sith, they're super cool because they're the camouflage clone troopers. Like, no other battalion has a marking like that. A lot of the other ones are just plain colors.
Well, who was over here?
Now the next one.
Alright.
Galactic Marine or Barriss Ophi. I'm going to go with Galactic Marine just because I collect clone troopers and I want clone troopers.
It would be cool to have Barriss because there was a hint that Yakface had made saying that they might do more Jedi soon, which means we could get Luminar on Dooley. And it would be cool to match her with Barriss, but I really don't like Barriss as a character,
well,
I would get it. But
we're going to get Barriss Ophi when she's an Inquisitor in Kenobi, bro.
Shut up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I would like the Galactic Marine, I guess, in the end, just to clone build. That's what I'm looking for to do. It would be a unique clone design.
Galactic Marine. We're trooper boys here, so we're troop building this.
Next matchup is Clone Commando Scorch or the Phase 2 Clone Trooper on the new clone body. Now, y'all already know what I'm going to pick because I absolutely despise the new clone body. So I'm going with Clone Commando Scorch. I'd rather have him on the Hunter body than a clone that's already in the line on the new.
As long as they do a new sculpt for that backpack, I feel like Scorch would be cool. But if they did it wasn't the new clone body, if it was the hybrid body that they did for the Jet Trooper, I'd be sold. That is, out of recent years, this is the best clone trooper figure to come out, I think, since the 332nd
I think that my
Trooper.
favorite figure of this year so far is the Tartakovsky General Grievous.
I think this one's,
But that's a close second.
This is just because I like everything that they did about it. It is the perfect way to do a clone trooper, in my opinion. It looks great. It's proportionate. The helmet is solid. It's not squishy and gummy and looks flat. It's shiny. That's all I gotta say about that. So if it was that, clone trooper would win. But
I'm gonna
it's
go
not,
with
so.
the Phase 2, just because we're gonna get this dude. Like, it's literally like
True.
they're gonna make the entirety of Republic Commandos.
What if they
So
made
we don't
everyone
know if they'll
except
do
for
another
Scorch?
plain white. That would be stupid.
Well, they expect it because remember initially you did all the rebels except Zeb. So.
Well, and Scorch is in the Bad Batch though, so they might make him a Bad Batch figure and give him the boss backpack.
We shall see.
Okay, next up, another for me no-brainer: Durge versus Sam Wessel. It's
Y'all
Durge.
really had to ask.
Okay, let me just say, one of my favorite action figures as a kid, I had a 3 3/4 inch Durge figure, and it came with his speeder bike, and he had his pistols and his jetpack, and he was big, he was bulky, he was beefy, and he still had good articulation. I need to dig that figure up because
I
it
feel
was
like-
literally my favorite.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity with the 50th anniversary figures not to do Durge. And if they were
I
going to do
agree.
it, they should have done it then.
Durge was so cool.
I agree.
I
Durge
feel
would
like
be my
it's
choice.
either that or put him in the comic line would be fantastic.
Because Durge is in Dr. Aphra.
Yes.
Yeah. I also
So.
don't like Sam Wessel at all. Never really cared.
She's
for
kind
her.
of fine, I won't lie, but...
We can save that for something.
Alright. The Book of Boba Fett, next matchup. Black Chrysanthemum from the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So an actual Black Chrysanthemum. Or, I forget her name.
Night Sister from Jedi Fallen Order.
I'm gonna be honest here, and it might be controversial, but I'd like to see the Night Sister.
Me too.
I really like her in Jedi Fallen Order. And
I would
know
vote
we'll get
her
a
too.
Chrysanthemum eventually. Like, it is a given.
Now, I
We
will say
get
again,
Chrysanthemum.
there is a
Marin
Black
is her name.
Chrysanthemum in
Marin.
line. I'd rather have Marin.
Yeah.
She's very, very cool.
Marin is a cool character. She's a great dynamic to Cal Kestis, and we're probably going to see her again this coming Star Wars Celebration when we get that reveal for the next game. I would love to see it if they did a somewhat dynamic between Cal and her actually fighting together, and maybe do some missions where you play as Marin. That would be very cool.
Her and Cal.
No, we've already established that Marin isn't interested in Cal, but
That's unfortunate.
oh well. But no, Marin all the way.
Next one. Whoever this Jedi is from a Star Wars video game I never played. Or Shak Ti.
Shock T, bro.
I'm picking Shak Ti because I'm
That would
actually
look really
familiar
good to
with her.
pose it with my Bly figure. I think that would make a really good duo, especially the scene in episode 3 where...
That's Ayla Secura.
It's Ayla Secura.
Whoop, my bad.
Oh, I could pose her with my General
No,
Grievous
I
figure
look
and
like
recreate that deleted scene.
I could pose her with my Anakin Skywalker figure and recreate where he stabs her to death in the hologram.
That is right, actually.
Oops.
Next up, this one for me is really difficult because
This is
I'm so
easy, bro.
This is an easy
attached
one for
to
me.
Battlefront 2. It's Clone Wars Maul with the Grievous legs versus the plain white clone Commando from Battlefront 2. Now that I think about it, gotta go with Maul.
Going with Maul with the Robo legs, bro. That is not even a hard question. Maul, all the way. That is a figure I've wanted for so long. I love Darth Maul.
I'm going to say
Plus
the
up to
Republic
the home.
Commando because we're going to get Maul. Like, that was already, like, a confirmed thing. Like, we will get Maul. So, if I
No,
have
but-
to choose one over the other...
They said Season 7 Maul.
I get that it's Season 7 Maul, but
We're
that's
not
fine
get-
enough for me.
It is not fine enough for me. I need Robo legs Maul. I need chicken.
This is the one with like the 4 toes.
I need
Yeah.
and I need the toes
That
to
is
articulate.
cool, but-
I need the toes to articulate so I can hold clone troopers by their head.
Jeez, dude.
That'd be so cool.
Next up, I really don't know why this one would be difficult for anybody. It's the Grand Inquisitor versus quadriplegic Anakin Skywalker.
barbecued Skywalker.
It's obvious. You
Yeah.
would pick.
Dude, I'm picking
Grand
the
Inquisitor.
barbecued
Inquisitor.
Skywalker.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next matchup.
Next up, it's Captain Hauser versus Talon Malacos.
I want Hauser.
I want Hauser, but I know we're not gonna get.
I'd rather have Malacos.
I'd rather have Malacos because we only have two or three Jedi Fallen Order
Even though
figures.
We
Hauser
don't know
makes
yet that we'll get Hauser in the black suit, so I'm gonna vote Hauser because I
Even
just
though
really want him.
Hauser makes my little boyhood tremble with how attractive he is.
I would still pick Terran Malacos.
Yeah, I'm picking Malacos.
I call him Talon Malacos.
Malacos.
That guy's really cool though. Not gonna cut.
Next up, it's Darth Malgus versus the 327th Star Corps Clone Trooper. Let me just say, I don't care about Darth Malgus. Is he cool? Yes, but I'd rather take the Clone Trooper.
I'm gonna take the clone.
Yep, I watched your animatics growing up. I thought they were cool, but I just don't think his character design is cool enough for me to want to buy a figure of him, if I'm being honest. I don't have any emotional attachment to the character, so I do not care that much.
Nope. Next up, Embo versus Luke Skywalker as he appears on Crate in The Last Jedi.
This is hard for me, actually.
Obviously, Embo for me. Embo is
I'm
one of my
gonna go
favorite
Embo,
characters
too.
coming out of the Clone Wars.
I'm going with Embo, but we only have one figure of sequel Luke Skywalker, and that's like his old man, like in his Jedi robes, not like this like Force kind of projection with him actually looking a little youthfuler, with a dyed beard and a blue lightsaber. I think it would be a cool figure. I don't think it would sell well by any means necessary, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Embo.
Next up, Commando Droid versus Palpatine from The Rise of Skywalker.
Commando Droid.
I go Commando Droid.
Because the only reason why I'm saying, because it would be a new mold. It would be a new mold.
Palpatine from Episode 9 was so cool.
Palpatine from Episode 9 would just be new, like, it would just be new soft goods, really, and like a different paint job on the face.
The red robe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't get me wrong. It is a cool figure I would like to see at some point, but I would like to see a Commander Droid more just because put some clone helmets on him.
This next one is another difficult one.
This one is
for me.
impossible.
Oh, no.
Pre-Vizsla versus Captain Vaughn. Honestly, you go ahead.
Okay. I don't think we will ever see Captain Vaughn as a figure, ever. I know there's a lot of, like, hype for him. You know, they made the whole hot toy for him as well. But these are two figures I feel like they would never make. So that's what makes it so difficult.
Well,
I gotta go with Pre-Vizsla.
Whoa.
I'm
gotta
gonna
go
go
with
with Pre-Vizsla too.
I'm going
because
Vaughn.
I loved Pre-Vizsla so much as a kid. I thought I have his freaking, like, cape too, like, in my room.
Jackson
for
had a
Death Watch.
Pre-Vizsla costume for Halloween, but he got the Boba Fett helmet and spray painted it to look like Jango and then called it a Jango Fett costume. They just happened to have a Death Watch cape. I'm going with Vaughn, just because I like the 332nd
Vaughn.
so much. Yeah. Yes.
You are doomed, young
Mara
Jedi.
Jade.
It's episode 3 Palpatine versus Mara Jade. Again, another situation where, like Malgus, I have no attachment to Mara Jade.
Nope.
Don't care about her in the slightest. So
And we need more
Gotta go for
Palpatine
Palpatine.
figures. We need more Palpatine figures.
Hey.
now this next one.
This one is impossible,
This
bro.
is
Actually, no, this is easy.
this is what's his name again? Galen Merrick. That's Starkiller's name.
Yes.
Galen Merrick versus Tartakovsky Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker from his ritual and trial. And
Starkiller.
because I'm so obsessed
Starkiller all the way.
with the Tartakovsky series recently, I gotta give it to Anakin.
I'm
bro.
giving it to Starkiller
It looks
because
so good.
you could get because think of how the face is gonna be on that, bro. It's just gonna be the Anakin head that we already have, just slapped.
It's gonna
on
be
it.
episode 3 Anakin.
It's gonna be that on the shirtless Darth Maul clone comic line
That's
body,
okay.
and that's all it's gonna be with
That's
a robo
okay.
hand.
If
That's
they
all
were
that.
like,
This Starkiller will be a new mold of Sam Witwer's head. It'll be fantastic. I loved Force Unleashed growing up. It is such a good game. That is actually one of the minifigures I'm seeking out right now. The Starkiller minifigure from way back in the day.
Really?
Yes,
See-
that's one I would like to get, but you can't really find them in good condition anymore for not an outrageous price. So, Starkiller.
if they said, choose one. I know we crap on Starkiller a lot, but if they gave me the option to get a Starkiller figure, I'ma take that. I'ma need that.
Force Unleashed was a really big part of our childhood.
Yes.
I never realized that the games were different across from the Wii to Xbox. Like completely different.
they are.
Which is
And
weird.
I gotta say, I do prefer the intro on the Wii way better than I do prefer the intro on Xbox and everything.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
Wii is way better.
Yeah, because it's just Darth Vader and 501st taking over Kashyyyk, and it's so cool. And then the other one's just like, I'm Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go kill a Jedi. What's this ugly baby doing?
All right. The next one I think we all are going to have an obvious answer for. Just because it's Pong Krell versus Clone Commando Sev.
We've all wanted
But we
Krell.
already have confirmed that Sev is coming to the line.
Yeah.
Pong Krell,
Yep.
another deluxe figure. I would imagine he would come with both of his double-bladed lightsabers.
And that head sculpt allows for us to get a Baxter figure.
having a
Get good
basilisk.
neck action.
Having a basilisk. I'll also just want to say I could totally box Pong Krell.
Shut up. You can't.
Absolutely
No,
could
You
box him.
cannot. It's like Perry the
Don't be
Platypus
silly.
can't be beating him either.
Next up, we have 2 clone troopers. We have the 212th Airborne clone trooper from episode 3, and we also have Phase 2 hard case. Now, I would rather have hard case.
Yup. I'm with you on that.
What? I'd rather have the Airborne shooter.
No, because hear me out. If you get hard case as a figure, then you also get the Z6 rotary cannon for the first time in the line.
Well,
Live to fight another day.
you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that they would go out of their way.
You want an
to
airborne
sculpt that
trooper,
gun.
just custom a purge trooper.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Just repaint the Purge Trooper. It'd be so easy.
Next one is really difficult too, but
Oh.
I think I know my answer. It's Gar Saxon from the season 7 of the Clone Wars versus Phase 2 Clone Trooper Kix. I'm going with Gar Saxon just because I love how unique his Mandalorian armor is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gar Saxon. Yeah.
He would have unique weapons.
You know what?
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna say Kicks, just because if we got hard case, I'd want Kicks to match it. I'd
That's
want the
fair.
whole five
That's really
first.
fair. Yeah. And
But
tough.
I'm not saying Gar Saxon isn't cool. That's really, really cool armor.
I like the visor
The
too.
light up visor when he puts the helmet
Lord
on.
Maul, we're being overrun. Goodbye, Mandalorian.
Then
Or
perish.
die well. Next we have Mother Talzin versus Clone Commando Fixer.
This is an easy one.
Mother Talzin, because Clone Commando Fixer, I already have pre-ordered because he exists. So.
Mother Talzin, because we don't have any Night Sisters other than Ventress.
I don't want Mother Talzin. I'd rather have Fixer.
Why?
She's a creepy character. I don't really like her that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never really enjoyed her.
She
that much
scares
as a
you?
kid. No,
Jackson
it wasn't.
Scott, you're scared of the Night Sister.
Shut
Maybe
up.
you have a crush
Now
on
we're
her.
moving on. No.
Shout out to that Sabine picture.
Next up,
Did you put that in the show?
I did not. I
No.
didn't put it in the last episode.
Okay, now we have to explain it, and now I'm gonna put it in.
No.
the
So here it is. Now, no.
Oh,
we're
here it
gonna put
is. So
up right
here's
here.
a picture right now.
Here's a picture of Jackson kissing Sabine.
that Jacob made for the show.
I made it for last episode because
I
Jackson
didn't know if Jackson would like get upset if I
No,
put it in
I
the
said
show.
I
He
wanted
posed
it.
for
I
the photo.
wanted it.
He posed for it, dude.
I wouldn't post for it if I didn't want it.
All right, that's fair.
I'm gonna
That's
put it in
fair.
the Discord later.
Just know that I was thinking of you and your feelings when I edited the last
I
episode.
appreciate it.
your feelings, bro.
All right. Next up, we have Max Rebo and his succulent
Ah.
toes versus
the
ARC Trooper Lieutenant from the Tartakovsky series. You already know I gotta go with the ARC Trooper on this one.
What?
I have to, bro. It's Tartakovsky. I have to.
You don't.
You would get that unique blaster rifle, and I would just be so happy with it.
I'm going Max Rebo. I'm
gonna go the Clone Trooper.
What?
I like Max Rebo's the meme, but I mean, I feel like I would get the novelty Max Rebo figure put on my shelf and be like, and then like the excitement would be over.
wait. Do that again.
And then the excitement would be over. Out of the basement, it would be better.
No, bro, because if we get Max Rebo, then we could also on the horizon maybe get Snice.
Oh, Snice Noodles ain't even going on the shelf. She's even making
Straight
it
to
there.
the jar.
She goes
She get ripped out the box, packaging, not even saved, right into the special place.
Right into the box packaging.
Dude,
with
I'd be
no plastic.
salivating so much the box would be completely dissolved by the time I get
You'd be
it
like,
out of it.
It'd be that, and then we can. Then there's perhaps you could get the rest of the Lydian modes too, which would be awesome. This is so.
All right, this
easy,
one is
bro.
probably the easiest one other than Barbecue Anakin. It's the Magna Guard versus the Endor Rebel Soldier.
Magna Guard all the way because he was also one of my favorite characters growing up.
Magna Guard is again
Yeah.
completely new sculpt. So
I like it.
Lego just put out today because they've been doing profile pictures. Excuse me.
We did
Profile
see
pictures
those.
leading up to the release of the new Lego Star Wars game, and one of the ones that they released was the Magna Guard. I'm like, yay, new Magna Guard. So made me happy, made me smile.
Fact.
Factual.
Next up, we have Clone Commander Bakara
An Echo.
versus Lobot.
No, bro, that's Echo from the Bad Batch.
I'm
bro.
sorry to all you OT
Barca.
fans, but if you're picking Lobot
No
over
Lobot
a Clone
here.
Commander,
Lobot, more like Nobot.
that's cringe.
Yeah, we're taking the Clone Commander.
Next up, we have Clone Commander Neo versus Agent Callus. I'm going with Agent Callus
Yes.
because I've been
I
screaming
agree.
for that figure.
We've been asking
For a
for
long
too
time.
many clones.
Yeah,
need
we want.
Khaled.
Although this is a very unique helmet sculpt for a Clone
Yes.
Trooper, I really do want Agent Callus in the Black Series line because we don't have any ISB agents whatsoever. We barely have any.
It'd be so
officers.
easy too. So easy.
Yep.
It's literally just an Imperial officer and you put armor on him
Yeah.
and give him mutton chops.
Yep.
Next up, we have
Oh.
Phase 1 Clone Captain
Lord of
Rex
mercy.
versus Force Ghost Anakin Skywalker.
Not even
I'm gonna keep
a
it real.
question.
If you are picking the Force Ghost Anakin Skywalker, you are dumb. You are
collect
stupid.
The Force box line, and that is it.
Yeah, big Clone Captain Rex. What would you? What,
I'm
I
picking
love
Phase
Phase
1
1
Captain.
Rex. Ooh.
Next up, we have Queen Amidala in her red dress versus Darth Maul from Solo.
And if I'm gonna be honest, I'm picking the Queen because that's a
I'm-
whole
yep.
new sculpt,
No,
a whole
I
new
agree.
figure. It would be so big and so cool if they did soft goods for that whole
Yep.
dress. That would look amazing in the Black Series.
LEDs for the light up part of the dress.
Yo, bro, make it, or just glow in the dark plastic, bro. It'd be so cool. It'd be so cool.
Because I don't want a billion balls, like how I don't want.
Yeah,
a
because
billion
we
of
have
the
what we
same
have. We have
character.
1, 2, and then we have 1 on the way. And then I'm already praying for Spider Legs and Grievous Legs Maul.
If they ever did Spider Legs Maul, I would scream.
If they did Spider Legs Maul, I would buy 5 of them. That is like my
For what purpose?
5 individual jars, 1 for each day of the week, excluding the weekends.
What the heck?
Anyway,
That's what Slice
Uh,
Noodles for. She gets the weekend.
Oh, baby. I just love being in this jar. How am I gonna get pickled in here?
Move on, please.
Fermenting.
anyway, we have bowl cut Anakin Skywalker from the Phantom Menace, or
Get the
Ahsoka Tano from seasons 3 to 5 of the Clone Wars.
Jeez, I wonder who I will pick.
I don't know. Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Clone Commander Thorne from the Clone Wars, or
Hannibal Lecter.
we have Darth Malik from the Old Republic. This one for me is I have no attachment to Darth Malik, so I would pick Clone Commander Thorne. Again, another opportunity for them to do the Z6 rotary cannon.
Yep.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. And if you disagree with any of our claims in the comments below, please write us a very strongly worded message to let us know why you disagree.
Okay, wait. I actually got it so that we can look at who won each round.
Yep.
So we can go that way.
So, for Droid versus Biggs, Battle Droid 1.
Wait,
For-
no. Figure it out. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
ARC Trooper 5s versus Clone Commando Scorch.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a.
It's ARC Trooper 5s.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
5s all the way from that one.
Now, Savage Opress versus Galactic Marines. It's Savage Opress.
Yeah,
agree.
Savage would be deluxe. We want that.
Droidica versus 41st Elite Corps. It's Droidica for me.
41st Elite Corps for me.
41st Elite Corps.
Wow, really?
Because it's so cool.
Wow.
It's camo, dude.
Super Battle Droid versus Clone Commander Gregor. I'm picking Super Battle Droid.
Droid, bro.
Gregor. I really like that look of Gregor from the Clone Wars.
But
if it was like a guarantee, like you will get this look of Gregor, I'd be like, give me.
We got no droids though, which is the problem.
I get that, but
Yeah,
at the
no
same
battle
time, I
droids.
still like how he looks.
Mhm.
Here we go.
You're allowed to be wrong.
Captain Hauser versus Clone Wars Maul.
Ah!
It's Maul.
Hauser.
Maul all the way. I like Hauser. I think he's
Dude,
a very good looking boy.
This one in the polls flabbergasted me. This next one. Durge versus Darth Malgus.
What?
Who do you think won?
Darth Malgus.
Darth Malgus probably won over Durge. Even
Darth
though I would vote
Malgus
Durge.
won over Durge.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so cool. I've never played the game, but he looks so cool.
No, Durge all the way. Durge should have won.
Durge
that.
literally can't die.
Shout out to you kids who only watched the cinematics for that game.
Durge is literally Star Wars Deadpool.
Without all the Ryan Reynolds.
Shock T versus Clone or Droid Commando Droid.
Droid
Commando.
I'm picking the
Commando,
Commando droid.
dude.
Black Chrysanthemum versus Grand Inquisitor.
Grand
Grand
Inquisitor,
Inquisitor
bro.
all the way.
That's easy.
Gar Saxon versus Embo.
Oh,
Gar
Gar
Saxon.
Saxon.
I don't know, bro. Gar Saxon's cool, but that Embo figure's cool too. I'm gonna go with Embo because we don't have a lot of Clone Wars era bounty hunters. We just got we got Boss,
Aura
Singh, and Cad Bane. That's it. And we have what? How many Mandalorians now? Let me count them on my shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we got 3 bounty hunters. So I'm gonna go with Embo on this.
Damn.
Okay.
And then Palpatine versus the Airborne trooper. I'm going Airborne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Ahsoka versus the ARC trooper. I'm going ARC trooper.
I'm going Ahsoka.
I'm
Between these two, just
I'm
because
gonna go the ARC trooper. I guess.
I like Ahsoka a ton as a character, and
I don't want a million Ahsokas.
well, that's the thing. We have Rebels, we have Season 7, and then we have The Mandalorian. The only other ones that they could possibly do are Clone Wars movie and this one. So just get the other 2 out of the way, and then you don't have to do them again.
Fair enough.
Maul, Solo Maul versus Bakara. I'm going Bakara.
Bakara,
Bakara.
yeah, it's a very unique clone trooper.
Magna Guard versus Phase 1 Rex.
Ah!
I'm going
Phase
Magna
1
Guard.
Rex.
I don't know what to do.
Phase 1 Rex was so cool.
I don't
Rex
know
is
what
a cool
to
character,
do.
so Phase 1 would just be worth
I
it.
really like Captain Rex is like my favorite character, but we don't have a Magna Guard, bro, in the line at all.
That's
And
what
we
I
have-
mean. Completely
have-
new sculpt.
I know. I'm gonna go with Magna Guard. I love Captain Rex, but I would love to see Magna
We have
Guard.
2 Captain Rexes already.
Mhm.
Okay. Neo versus Thorne. I'm picking Thorne.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Thorne.
choose Neo, just because it's a different helmet design than we have.
Well, no, because if they do Thorne, then they're putting that sculpt to use again, and then we can maybe get Vaughn.
Fair
That's
enough.
my line
Still
of thought.
Neo.
And then we move on again.
What?
And
The
then we get
semifinals.
Okay.
Super Battle Droid versus Savage Opress. I would have picked Savage Opress.
I'm picking Savage Opress.
I'm gonna pick the droid. Same argument we had before. We don't have that many droids in the line. You might as well choose one. I love Savage, but
Mhm.
if it came down to getting that or the other, I guess I would go the droid.
I would like to see Savage Opress.
Next up, Pre-Vizsla versus ARC Trooper 5s. I picked
Pre-Vizsla.
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 Pre-Vizsla,
I would have
dude.
chosen Pre-Vizsla all the way.
Now, the final was
The
literally
final. The-
Super
What?
Battle
The
Droid
finale.
versus 5s.
That is the
I can't
finale.
believe it. I guess it makes sense for the Super Battle Droid because people want it so
I
bad.
can't believe Starkiller got beat out by Pre-Vizsla.
It makes sense.
Actually,
in my
that,
opinion.
yeah, wow, what the heck?
Wait, what else did the Battle Droid face? Because I felt like the first matchup, it was
Well-
like, oh, it should have lost.
Super Battle Droid beat out Biggs Darklighter,
Okay.
then
never
beat
mind.
out Gregor, then
Oh,
it
okay.
beat out Malgus.
The Malgus
Dang.
is fair. I don't agree with the Gregor, but
But whatever. So yeah,
Whatever.
so ARC Trooper 5s won the vote.
I would have picked the Battle Droid over
Is it
5.
lame? It absolutely is lame to me. I think the Super Battle Droid should have won. I think Durge should have won the whole thing,
The
dude.
problem is with Lukenessmonster, it's skewed in a way that,
whoa.
of course, Fives was gonna win because Lucas in every single video cries that he wants 5s. So of course his fan base is
We're
gonna
not
do it
saying
as
that
a
in a
meme.
slanderous way.
This
Yes,
isn't
we
slang.
are.
Know what, Lucas? This is beef with Lukenessmonster now. Lucas, nobody wants 5s but you.
Frick you, Lukeness.
Come on, Lucas, you gotta
We
have a
don't
battle
like
droid.
you.
It's implied.
It's implied.
Read between the lines.
It's like, what is that?
No, that's the first
Read
three
between the
fingers.
lines.
That's the first 3 fingers. Put 'em up.
Oh. I was gonna
All right.
say, isn't this versus this in Europe? Isn't this FU and this is
Jackson really
peace?
dropping gang sets in the podcast.
I know that because some Tasmanian dude was all like, yeah, man, if you do it like this in my country, that means FU, but if you do it like this, it means peace.
Anyway, that's crazy.
That is weird.
Well, bro, that's absolutely.
Anyways, let us know
Outstanding.
who you would have wanted to see win
Yeah.
the Lukenessmonster March Madness, and thank you to Lukenessmonster
yes, you.
for
The
making this awesome bracket for everyone to participate in. It was a really good community
Pretty
building
cool, very
thing.
nice.
I liked voting every week on the 1313 account and on my account.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Jackson said, "I'm trying to skew these answers."
I do.
Jackson feeling like a sovereign citizen right now, having 2 forms of identification.
Jackson really said, "I went and voted twice."
Anyways,
all right, fellas. Now,
let's
here
get into
is
some
our
the questions we
question for
need
the
to be
week.
asking.
Now, this is the one that I devised. I feel like has some good room for debate. We've mentioned it before on the podcast, but I feel like this is the question to answer all questions. who indeed is the best Star Wars baddie? What chick you think looked the most fine out of all the other women? Because, you know, we be joking about it, but give me your honest opinion.
You know what?
Who do
I
you
already
think is
know.
the
Like, I know
hottest?
for a fact.
All right.
And I'm not joking when I say this.
Okay.
Dude.
Let me.
Garsa Fwip is the finest female I have ever seen.
She's good. I ain't
in
gonna
Star
count.
Wars. I'm not even
I ain't
gonna
gonna
front
count.
right now. I'm not gonna front because guess what? From the second I saw her on the screen, I went like I was wiping the drool off my face, dude. Let me just say. I think she's fine. And she is a mature woman. She knows how to handle herself. And I'm sad we had to see her go. Lucasfilm, if you're watching this, please bring her back. Revive her.
Give her just robot legs, bro. Water.
But that's I hold firm. Garsa Fwip.
Is she safe? Where is she?
But yeah, I'm very much of the opinion that she is the finest Star Wars female to ever
Dang.
hit the
I
screen.
was not expecting that out of you.
Just have to
Who
say.
you picking, Jackson?
You know the vibe. No cat, no kizzy dog. If I had to choose any female in the Star Wars galaxy,
Let's see.
I'm gonna choose Sabine. I think Sabine the baddest.
Show the picture. Show the picture. Show the picture. Show the picture.
Hey.
Show the picture. Jackson really said, I fell in love with the emo girl.
Shut up.
All I want is emo girl.
I think she's really cool. I think she has a good personality.
to know her.
Shut up. Shut up! No, but
She also reminds me of my girlfriend, so I would totally.
She got- I started dating my girlfriend because she got short hair too.
Hey,
Mom, you're watching.
No!
She
She'll never
Dude,
watch
Jacob
this.
doxed.
Oh no, they have names! Get over it, big whoop. It's not like I said they live in Allentown, New York. They live in Allentown, New York.
No, bro. She would watch anyway because I was like, because she asked me about the last episode. She was like, what's a windowless packaging? And I was like, oh, you're watching the episode? She was like, how do people watch your shows and watch the entire hour's length? And I go,
Dang, man. That's
Because they're
she has a
dedicated
short
fans.
attention
They're
span.
dedicated fans of the 1313
That's
channel,
not me
which we
trying to-
cherish and we love you all, each deeply. I don't know who I would say is the best.
Sabine's the baddest.
not the
That's all I
best,
said.
the baddest.
I said the baddest of them all. I didn't say the best on personality. There's no such thing with women with good personality.
Shut up, Jackson! You can't say that.
That's a joke from American Psycho. We don't actually believe that.
Well, Jackson might.
I don't. Chill.
How to be a 3% man.
Coach Corey Wayne teaching me.
The 1313 podcast does not in any way support misogyny. I don't know, bro.
I think I know who it is.
Who do you think?
I know.
Who do you think?
Well,
I'm
she's
gonna
in
say?
your wallet.
I think you're gonna be picking Ahsoka.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Padme because we all saw last week that you had her in your wallet.
I didn't see that.
No, that was a joke.
No, because like when Jacob pulled up his wallet, a picture of Padme.
Did you actually do that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh god, I didn't watch it all the way through. I feel like saying Ahsoka would be a little bit creepy.
Why? You can choose. Let me pause.
Also, wait, how
You
old is
can
Sabine? Is it
choose
Sabine like
what?
13? Is it Sabine like
Where are
15?
you?
Sabine is like 16 or 17
Hold
at the
on.
beginning of Rebels.
Hold on.
Jackson's talking about Sabine from the end of Rebels.
No, Jackson's trying to get that $5 foot long.
She's 19. That's
Oh.
perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine, yo.
Jackson pulls up the subway. My name is Jared Fogle.
ATF, get away from my house. FBI, go away.
FBI, open up! This is such a slippery slope we find ourselves on week
I
after
thought it would be
week now.
so
You see,
stupid.
I do my best to keep myself in check. Jackson out here flying off like women are funny.
I didn't say that.
I'm like, I don't know what to do, bro. I'm probably gonna go with Padme. I'm going with
Yeah,
Padme.
she is in your wallet.
Okay.
Shut
That's
up,
fair
Tommy.
enough.
No, she ain't.
She is.
Padme's the baddest of them all for you?
I think that's a really good choice. Like, that's a very fair choice.
Throw her on the front of the Marauder. That's our girl. She can negotiate with me anytime.
I also say if I had to have another one, and you fellas already know, I like my mature women. Let me just say, Bo-Katan from live action.
Oh,
man! Man!
This is the worst.
Oh
I
man!
knew it would be funny.
Oh man! Oh man! She's another one. The second I saw her take off
This
that
will
helmet,
be the clip to end our careers.
And all we gotta say is if Will Smith was in this conversation, he'd be picking Asajj Ventress.
no! You did not just say that.
Get my wife's name out your stupid mouth.
Dude. But yeah, Bo-Katan is another one for me. But that's it. That's all I got. I don't really have any, like, Star Wars.
If I were to pick another, it would be tied between Ahsoka and Hera.
Let me give a disclaimer. This isn't something I actively think about ever. No, it isn't. I thought it would just be funny because we joke about it all the time.
Bro, you brought it up last
Actually, you know who's...
Think about it on a daily basis. Yeah, you...
The guy's like, you lie.
You lie? Yeah.
Why are you bullying me? I'm right! But... yeah, I think that concludes another...
Now that we are finished absolutely scuttling our careers...
yes, because we talked about our favorite Star Wars crushes.
I love Sabine, Charlie. I love Sabine.
This might be the most obnoxious thing I've actually ever seen in my life, dude.
Anyways, let's talk about Jacob and his Legos.
All right.
Hey, we got the lean troopers in the lean tank.
I love lean, Charlie.
I love lean. So, don't do lean, kids. We had an official picture, not revealed, but leaked, from the Lego company. And then somebody in Mexico found it on shelves.
Because Mexico don't care, I guess.
And let me just say, do you mind if I jump into this conversation?
Sure.
Dude, when I saw the pictures, I was like, wow, that set looks really good. It looks a lot better than... And I didn't even mind the last Republic fighter tank, because I had it. Yeah. The one with Aayla Secura.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I didn't even think that one was bad, but I know a lot of people were trashing on it because the original one was super big. This one's like an in-between size. I think it looks really good.
It's absolutely fine for a playset. Remember, these are toys for kids.
But I saw
this is a toy company for kids.
Everyone was trashing on it, and I was like, it doesn't look that bad. And then we saw like when they found it in Mexico, they were showing all the angles of the box. You can see like there's a door in the back that opens up. Yep. There's a door in the front that opens up. The last one didn't have that from like 2016, and I think that it's perfect. You can fit multiple minifigures in there, and what else would you want from it? All you need to do is fit 2 minifigures in there, because in the old Battlefront 2 game, you could only fit, there was 2 people that could pilot it. One would be at the turret, and one would be in the like driving it.
Yeah.
That's just how it was. So why would you want any more?
I think it's an absolutely fine build. I'm very excited for that set. Instantaneous.
It's what, $40?
Yep. And I think
that's a good price.
I think it's a good price for with Star Wars, and their licensing is probably more expensive because if you compare it to Harry Potter just regurgitates minifigures on you, and then they have like a really good price for Peace Point. They're basically giving you minifigures for free. Whereas for Star Wars, you're really paying for the figures.
Well, dude, you're getting the tank, 2 battle droids, Mace Windu, and 3 clone troopers, all of which are new.
And an Airborne.
They're just they're new paintings on previous.
And it's not even considered canon anymore. That unit isn't. So like I think that's even cooler.
Yeah. So S tier set. I'm gonna say it.
I would agree. A or S tier.
Just by looking
about getting it, to be completely honest with you.
If you're watching this
and you're from Mexico and
you're from anywhere, the day that this came out, tonight, we are live streaming again, and it's our monthly live stream, and we are doing a tier list of Star Wars characters, completely opinion based. So it's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys tune into that, because we are planning to have a lot of fun with it.
Yes.
So yeah, so make sure if you're watching this the day it came out, and if you are not watching it the day it came out, you'll be able to go back on our YouTube channel and find that live stream. Anywho, sorry. Is that it? That's all I got?
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. So that's all I got for Legos right
Dude,
now.
and then we actually have Black Series news this week.
What?
We have, first of all, Hasbro announced that there will be a Fan First Wednesday on Wednesday, April 6th.
Nice.
Which is 2 days from now.
Pre-orders probably following the next day or Friday.
Well, when you're seeing this, it's 2 days from now.
Correct,
when it
yes.
comes out. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I can't wait to see what figures they announce. Hopefully they don't announce Wave 33 before we've even had Wave 32 in our hands yet, or Wave 31 in our hands yet for the general public. I hope.
At least we get new figure reveals.
Fact.
Literally for me, it's a wonderful couple days because the 5th, we're getting Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
On the 6th, we're getting figure releases. And on the 7th, I'm going to go see one of my favorite bands in concert. So, it's going to be a lovely 3 days for me. It's literally the only thing that's keeping me going. And once it's all over, I don't know what to do.
Kenobi.
Okay.
Kenobi, yeah. Oh, and more Moon Knight episodes.
Kenobi. I can see you in my mind's eye. Kenobi.
Anyway.
Now, the other Black Series news that we have is that there are 7 new code names added to the database,
Yep.
which means there are 7 more Black Series figures on their way. Don't expect all 7 of these figures to get announced on April 6th. There are still plenty of other code names that are still floating around that we don't know the figures for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Or that we haven't gotten officially revealed yet. So don't expect 7 Black Series reveals. Hasbro has a lot of outstanding pre-orders for a lot of figures still, and I think that they should still be maybe drip feeding us some figures still here and there, but not dumping more pre-orders on us when we already have hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of pre-orders.
Hasbro be
outstanding.
leaking out their products like Chinese water torture.
As long as there are no TVC clones and no figures that I'm like screaming about, I won't be breaking the bank on this next stream.
Facts.
But I also hope that the reveals are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I think that's all we have for
Yeah, so let's talk about our weekly pickups. So I just want to show mine.
Because I have more.
If you haven't seen Jackson's review of this figure yet, go check it out. It is Republic Commando Boss RC1138. This figure's dope. Jackson already shared his thoughts. I feel the same way as Jackson does with this figure.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope. It's amazing. 10 out of 10.
On my pickups for the Grand Collection, shout out to my dad for being able to secure this. He got the Holiday Sith Trooper, which was one of the only Christmas figures that we were lacking. So, yeah, comes with a little Babu Frick. Sith Troopers are one of my favorite trooper designs.
Yep.
I
Those are very nice.
think they're super cool. Yeah. Good to have it in the collection now. It was one of the only ones that we were missing.
I was out of town the other day, and they had a GameStop that said they had more Jet Troopers in stock, so I had to cop my second one for my collection. Very happy with it. They had, literally the GameStop had all the brand new GameStop figures just sitting on the shelf, because it's kind of a small town, nobody really goes there, but I'm not going to drive there for all my figures, because it's an hour away.
And then let me tell the story behind this figure. So my dad and I, we went to our local Target, and we went to the figure section of course, all they got were Landos, and we were discouraged. We were like, okay, let's just walk around. And if you've been watching the podcast since Christmas, I've mentioned once or twice that I got a Switch. And the new Kirby game came out, so I was like, oh, I want to go see if Target has the new Kirby game in stock. So as we're walking over to the Switch section, out of just the corner of our eyes, me and my dad, we saw it at the exact same time. There was like a section that had like Razer keyboards and mice, and just sitting all behind them, all you see was just the artwork for the Jedi Patrol Trooper. And we both just went, ooh, and we just kind of went, and turned, and we were like, I went and grabbed it, and I was like, oh, should we get this? And my dad was like, I think Jackson needs it. So I called Jackson, and I was just showing him my face. I go, hey, bro, I'm at Target, and I found something. And I turned the camera around, and there's like a delay, so Jackson looks at the figure and just goes, buy it now, I'll send you money, buy it now. I was like, I think he wants it. So,
Yes.
snag that figure.
I just need Boba and Fennec from that wave to complete what I need from the wave. I've ordered through Old Republic Collectibles and still haven't gotten them, or any word of them yet even, which sucks. But very happy to get this trooper. I really love playing around with it. The backpack is such a cool feature, and I love the unique
It's the Ruck
blaster type.
Trooper, bro.
The Ruck
The Ruck Trooper.
I know his feet be blistering,
RTO
bro.
Trooper.
I know his feet be blistering, bro.
RTO be walking around the PL with the 240.
Dude, one of the dudes that I go to school with, he had to do drill over the weekend. They
Yeah.
did a 22-mile ruck
Oh my gosh.
Why?
with a, like, he said, like, 50-pound, like, pack.
That's a combat load, yeah. That
Dude.
makes sense.
22 miles.
I've done 6 miles with 50 running, but I will not do 22
also, shout out
miles.
Martz. Martz told me to shout him out on the next podcast.
Shouts out Martz.
Shout out Martz.
Shout out Martz.
Mart Simpson, yeah.
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 Martz, you're too loud. Keep it down. Take it down a couple notches, okay?
Anyway, thank you all for watching this episode. I think that's all we have for today.
That is all we have for today,
That is
everybody.
all we have for today. So
Make sure to
make sure to punch that subscribe button.
make sure to commit aggravated assault on that like button, and commit triple homicide on the subscribe button.
Bro.
Make sure to leave a nicely or meanly worded comment as to why you liked the episode or did not. And let us know what you thought of our bracket pickings and let us know what you would pick in turn for your bracket. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, not Facebook,
And TikTok.
and TikTok. We haven't posted on there
I
anymore.
kind of want to make a MySpace for the podcast.
Follow us on MySpace. No.
No.
Yeah, we're doing that stream on Monday. So
Which
as
is
of this
today.
day, as of today, just streaming tonight. Make sure that you tune into that. We're gonna be having lots of fun. We're doing a tier list of Star Wars characters.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be tons and tons of fun. Make sure that you're there. We're gonna be talking for probably like an hour or two. We go for quite a bit on stream. So yeah, and also be sure to join that Discord if you haven't already. Nothing really too much to say else on that. Thank you all for making it this far in the video. We appreciate you, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Dun 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 dun.
Hum da da hum dum dum da. Hum da da hum da da dum dum da dum.
Ba-do ba-do, ba-do ba-do, ba-do ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-do ba-dum, ba-do ba-dum dum.
Hum da dum hum da da hum dum 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 dum. Hum dum da dum hum da da hum dum dum da. Hey, I'm da dum da dum da. Hum da dum da dum da dum da. Dum da ba da dum dum da ba ba da ba da.